So those were the Pearls views, and I'm hoping that you can take that core set of views, get used to them, use them over and over, and let this be sort of a core starting place for you, where you can feel comfortable recognizing what's normal and recognizing when something's not normal. And from there, you can begin your practice of ultrasound as part of your physical exam. And for me, I think the next steps would be to continue to develop that core of expertise and then branch out. There are a tremendous number of applications for ultrasound. And what I've learned from Dr. Botten is that often it's just a matter of, you see something on the body that doesn't look quite right. You want to look past the skin. You just put your probe on it and you can look past the skin and see what's down there. These are some resources that I found very useful as I've been studying ultrasound myself. And so Dr. Botten and Dr. Wagner just very recently published their approach, this Pearls exam approach. And a number of these other resources are also very useful. I found the Manual of Ultrasound for Resource Limited Settings and the Manual of Diagnostic Ultrasound to be a nice sort of go-to place for an organized study of this that goes into sufficient depth to be useful. And then on Radiopedia and Sonomojo, I've found a lot of video-based sort of ultrasound clips, and just a lot of, you can look up if you're curious what a given condition looks like on ultrasound. Radiopedia is a fantastic place to be able to find specific cases. So I just want to acknowledge the work that Dr. Janice Botten and Dr. Mike Wagner put into developing this Pearls ultrasound, and I'm really grateful that Dr. Botten allowed me to come up and work with her in rural Idaho. I find Dr. Botten to be a very inspiring person in my life. She routinely goes to Africa, to areas that are very resource limited, and teaches people how to use ultrasound to obtain the kind of advanced imaging that leads to important diagnoses, but using an instrument that is much more portable and hardy and accessible. And I unfortunately have not yet had the pleasure of meeting Dr. Mike Wagner in person, but I'm very grateful for his insights and his teaching. And he has a number of videos, webinars and things like that he's put onto YouTube that have been very useful. And Dr. Nicholas Phillips as well has been a great help to me in my own ability to access ultrasound during my second year of medical school. He was very supportive in allowing me to use the schools. He's a professor at my school, so he took a lot of his own time to allow me to use the ultrasound units there at school. And he's been very supportive of the ultrasound education of students at UNE moving forward.